somebody to come speak on the show about the youth and oppression. And, he reached out to me via email, and we had a meeting, and we sat down at a diner not too far from here. And, we just had a chance to talk, and we talked more about life than we did about the show. I guess he kind of felt like a trust in me, and he started to talk about his life and talk about, his illness, and he really, really opened up, and I opened up to him about a couple of things that happened to me in my life, and I just found his honesty to be very refreshing, and found him to just be like a different kind of person, because I'm somebody who's in the entertainment business, but I come from an aspect where everything that I do, I wanted to help people and motivate people and better people, and I found that that's what he was going for with his show as well. It wasn't just I want to be on TV, I want to get a bunch of ratings, but he wanted to do a show that would touch people in a positive way. And to name your show Respect, that says a lot about the man that he was. It's like I'm all into branding, and for your brand to be all about respect, that's a very, very big thing. And, I think you leave a lasting legacy when people call you the respect guy, So I really respect him for that, and I thank him for the opportunity to be on the show. It was a good experience for me.
Thanks so much. Now, with your website and things like, you want to plug your thing so people could actually check out what you're doing?
Absolutely. Give your website.
Yeah, the company is The Fam Inc. We pretty much specialize in brand.
INC.
INC, exactly.
Okay,
yes, yeah, not INK. We had a magazine, INK, but that's a separate thing. But www.dafaminc.com. That's The Fam Inc. And we pretty much specialize in doing brand development and brand management from anything from musical artists to actors. I've done work for fashion brands, and even something like this, we do a lot of community work as well. We're very, very into just helping people and arts and just anything that has something to do with just pushing culture forward, and that's why I was very, very excited for the opportunity to meet your husband, Lana, and to be on his show, because I just felt like he's somebody who saw that vision that I had, and he gave me an opportunity to be on his show. And I'm definitely here however you need me to help out, or whether you need me to talk to anybody or appear on future shows or anything that you need. And I really hope to see, like, the last caller, his cousin said, I hope that this is a show that at some point is able to go national, go global, because I feel like we need something like this. My generation definitely needs something like this.
Heck yeah. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Well
I appreciate it.
Right on. Thank you. Fella in the house.
Right.
So people are really being affected by the show. So even from a person that was on the show, like he's going on, he's following his dream, he's doing his thing. And that's the kind of go-getters that Russell would get for a show. He would do this process where he would reach out to other people, and like the letter from Andy was saying.
He also reached out to a lot of diverse populations, multi-ethnic groups. And I remember his show on transgender.
Oh, yes.
He was extremely open to all kinds of people, and that's really what made him a very special man. He was not bigoted or prejudiced in any kind of way, and I'm sure you can attest to that, Phil, in a lot of ways. Knowing
like, we broke bread at your house, and it's like he was just such a loving and giving spirit, you know what I mean? But would you like to show any more pictures?
Actually,
I see you got a bunch more.
Couple more here and there. Here's a picture of him and his loving oncologist, Dr. Anna Pavlick.
Oh, let me see that pic.
Oh, I really.
Oh, now note.
He was the poster boy.
This is official poster thing, and yeah. So this is on the thing. It's a picture of Russell and his oncologist. Get a close up of this. So this is official from what is this from?
NYU Langone.
So he has his picture going out to everybody. And actually, can you bring the new M&N catalog in here? I just want to show this on the air, so somebody could get us a copy of that, so we could bring that out there. So is that coming? Show some more pictures while we can get one.
We're getting it.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
So go for it. Show some more, Lana.
Sure. Here, from 11 years ago, he has Russell with his twin grandchildren. I don't think James is watching. I didn't actually invite him to watch. He hasn't really phoned me.
It'll be
But
online.
Here's Russell with his grandchildren, Thomas and Daniel.
Nice.
This is
Twins.
11 years ago. These were happier times.
Mm-hmm.
And here's my stepdaughter-in-law with the twins. This is Joan. I wish she could have been in my life, too. Complicated, James said when he knew it was at the end with his dad. Complicated. Well, I don't have to get my bitterness
Not at all.
out.
Come on.
Not necessary. Here I am with the twins.
Look. Call that cell number and see if we can get this person in. And look, here, all right, so look, check this out, guys. Now, this is the latest program guide for September 18th, December 17th, and in the center of it, and we could see this shot, right in there, there's a picture of Russell. Now, he was always, like, you know, saying, when am I going to get to be in this? So now he's in it.
He envied you for the wall photos that you have up at the studio.
Yeah, oh, please. I'd sooner be on one of these things so that everybody gets it mailed to their home. So there he is for everybody to see. Respect for all. Representing over there. Now, do we have any more guests? Oh, why don't we throw somebody else out there? Can we get Drew, somebody up there? I saw some people, more people that want to speak. Chomping at the bit, literally, to come say hi to come say a little something about Russell. So, do we have any more people out there?
On the way.
Oh, thank you. Okay, very
On the
nice.
way. That's cool. Yeah.
So cool. And also, other cool stuff is, you know, I say, you know, maybe we should put the number up there, say that people are watching, the people that have watched the Respect Show could call in and say something if you feel up to it.
Sure. Absolutely.
All right, so can we put the number up? No response? Oh, okay. But hey, look who we have here. We have Fiona. Jump over there, Fiona. Can we bring that down a little bit? Oh, yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, thanks. Hi. You can get a little. Can you get? You know what? I'm not going to try and direct from the what you call it. How you doing, Fiona?
Good.
Now, Fiona is a long-time person. You've been around since the first episode of Respect.
I'm not too sure.
Get up closer on that mic there.
I think 2009 I started.
Since 2009,
Yeah.
You've been working on the show,
Yeah.
and she's taken a lot of really good photographs that we're going to be showing later on in this kind of this montage situation. But tell us a little about your experiences with Russell.
I usually take the photos with his guest speakers and with Lana, and yeah.
But tell us about you and like what do you do behind the scenes at Respect? Do you, like
She's a great graphic artist,
uh-huh.
and she's a great photographer as well.
She is.
Can you say something about what you're trying to do?
I'm actually the design and advertising coordinator at the National Coalition of Concerned Legal Professionals.
Wow.
I do pro bono work for them. I've been with them for 2 years.
Wow. Well done. Well done.
And she has a new opportunity that she shared with me that she will be interviewing for, and
Can you
I
talk
wish
about
her
that, or
the
you
best
don't want to
of
jinx
luck.
it? You don't want to jinx it.
You don't want to jinx it.
I emailed for it, so I don't know.
Oh,
yet.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
confidential.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
in any
It's a
case,
good opportunity.
Good luck. Good luck. You've been such a great help to the show, and I tell you, Russell loves you. He really does. He always spoke so highly of you.
How'd you get the name Princess Fiona?
All right, go ahead there, Fiona. You can take that one.
Checkerphil, and usually he used to call me because of Shrek.
Because the movie Shrek, and because she's Fiona, so she's like
Okay,
Princess Fiona.
okay.
Last
She's-
Halloween, I actually dressed up as
You
Princess
did?
Fiona. Yeah.
Awesome.
What'd you do last
She
Halloween?
dressed up as Princess Fiona.
Oh, that's great.
Well done.
But I got the name Fiona because my parents, everyone in my family is named with an F, and our last name is Fernandez. So.
What the F? So you all have FF last names?
Yeah.
Right on. So, all right, thank you so much, Fiona, and keep up the great work.
Thanks.
Right on.
We have someone else.
Yes,
We have someone
yes, we
else.
do. Are we ready for the musical montage? Or, oh no! Hey! Oh my goodness! Look who's here! Come on in! Come on in!
Crossing a camera.
No! Don't worry about such.
Timothy,
Ladies
easy.
and gentlemen, we have Rich from DVTV over here.
Hi, Phil.
Here, yeah, I guess you could
there.
adjust it to wherever, however you
No,
want
I'll
to
just
do
speak
it.
louder. I'll just speak louder. I think I can speak loud.
Yeah,
but,
you know how to modulate for this
yeah.
official. Would you
I didn't
speak-
know I was going to come on camera. I usually like to shave and everything.
Ah,
for a
that's
t-shirt,
just-
but
That's just
but
ego.
I'm happy to come on and talk about Russell.
Right
we
on.
miss him. Always had a great experience with Russell here in the studio. He was usually doing the show here in the studio while I was across the hall in the other studio teaching a class. Usually that was the case, and occasionally I'd show the class, oh look, they're on live, and this is a show about youth, and so I'd use the show as an example. But dealing with Russell was always a pleasure. I wish all of my clients were like Russell.
Right on.
But yeah, but we
It's
miss
such
him
a-
terribly. He did some great shows here. He was a great asset to MNN, and yeah. So I don't know if anybody's going to be continuing that tradition. I don't know if anybody can fill his shoes, but
True that.
I hope somebody can at least attempt to follow up on the great work he did, because it was really valuable to the community and not something you see on television very often.
Right on.
No.
Not something you see on television. And I can imagine that there were lots of kids, as I call them, getting to be pretty old now, but lots of kids out there watching these youth that he had on the show and saying, oh, I'm not alone. I'm not crazy. I'm not the only one who has these feelings. So that's why I say this was a very valuable show for MNN and for New York City.
Definitely.
I'm going to share many of the reruns with your library, and after I get through a little bit more of my own grieving process, I'm going to sort out what I can do to carry the Respect name.
Oh,
Yes,
definitely.
yes.
Definitely. Well done.
Yeah. So I should clear the stage because I think you have a musical guest, don't
Okay,
you?
then adjust a little higher because he's a tall
He's
guy.
a
Drink of
big
water.
guy, yeah.
Right
and I'll
on.
point this down because I think he has a guitar, but I'm not
He
sure.
does, he
But,
does.
You know, he's a musician. He can adjust this the way he wants.
Oh, you're
Let me
right.
exit.
Okay. All
Thank
right,
you,
thanks.
Richard.
Wow, and I guess our musical guest, boy, things are moving. How are we doing on time?
19 minutes.
19 minutes left or 19 minutes we've passed?
9 minutes.
No, 19. 19.
Oh, 19.
All right.
That's close, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a really great musical treat here. Alec has decided to come in and perform a number here in tribute to Russell. So how you doing, Alec?
I'm good, Phil. How are you?
I'm doing great. So is everything adjusted nicely and everything looks cool?
I think so.
Right, cool.
And I'm very honored to be here for my MNN debut.
Right on. Yes, definitely. Looking forward to seeing more of you. And we have a little montage, which is pictures from Princess Fiona. Actually, took a lot of these shots, plus some of the unaired MNN shots and some behind-the-scenes stuff there. So, you know, go for it. So, is everybody ready? Lana, you ready?
Absolutely. I'm honored.
I'm honored too.
Thank you. This is for Russell. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some are gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends that's and before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. and these memories lose their meaning. When I think of love, there's something new, though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that came before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
All right.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Well done.
It's my
Well
honor.
done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cool. All right. Are you plugging anything?
Nothing yet. Maybe soon.
All right.
see.
Well, we'll believe me, we'll be talking. We'll be talking. So keep it on.
We
Keep
will be.
going on.
Thank
And
you.
thank you so much for honoring Russell like that. Thank you. Oh,
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
thanks. Right on.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow.
So
It's
emotional.
really touching.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were right. The time just goes so quickly.
Yeah, that's how we fight. Like every time we would do a show, it's just like as soon as the show would start, like suddenly the show is done. We had a couple of calls, had a couple of things, and then suddenly the show's done. It's time to run the credits, you know?
Well, maybe a few more pictures.
Yes,
huh?
go for it. Go
A few
for it.
more pictures. What do we have here? How about
Uh-huh.
Russell's estranged son, James? How about that? With the twins. And this is from 11 years ago. Perhaps on YouTube, James will have an opportunity to see his picture up.
Yeah. Then you know what? He could do a little writing underneath it or something like that.
And what do we have here? We have me playing with the twins.
Right on. Let's see.
I think I have a more recent shot. Let's see.
Okay. Whilst we're waiting, can we get another of the guests in the wings, please? So we can just trot them out when the time comes.
Oh, here we go.
Very nice.
It was one family group shot. Here we go.
Okay.
Now-
let's see it.
These were happier times when the twins were in our life, and my stepdaughter Donna, who I've known, she's now 37, and she was 10 when I met her.
Wow.
Did a lot of things together over the years, and it's too bad that she's been in and out of my life for the
Show it.
last 10 years. Well, here is she holding one of the twins, and Russell holding the other one, and my daughter-in-law and myself.
Can we get a nice shot of
This
that?
goes back about 11 years. Aren't they precious?
Right on. Right on. Hey, Vince, you going to come out here and say a little something about Russell?
Sure.
Come on out. Ladies and gentlemen, the director of the Respect Show today, let's give it up for Mr. Vince Lombardi. Woohoo! Look at you. All right, I guess you could adjust that microphone a little bit.
Not quite as tall as he is.
Yeah, I know. A tall drink of water that guy is, right?
I had the pleasure to direct a couple of the Respect shows. And what can I say about Russell that you guys haven't already been saying? He was just really generous of spirit. He always, I never really saw him argue with anyone. He always would listen to what you had to say and listen to what kind of points you were trying to make and why you were motivated to make the comments that you made, and would always try and get to the root of things. And I always appreciated that about him. Is like you're saying, the gentle nature of him. Not being too prideful to ask for help and asking for something when he needed it, but never being too overbearing or too much with it. I always enjoyed working on his shows. He always had good things to say. His guests were always fun. So it was it's been my pleasure to be involved with the Respect show.
Right on. Thanks so much. Vince.
Thank you very
Right
much,
on.
really. I mean, you got the good nature of my husband. A lot of times he can, in the past, be defiant and argumentative and belligerent, but you picked up what's really the essence of Russell, and that was his kindness, his gentleness, his ability to listen, always willing to take the other guy's side, wanting to know more about the other.
Sure.
He was a very open man.
Well, he always fought for what he believed in, and if he had an opinion on something that he really believed in, he definitely would let you know. And
Oh, sure.
You'd have to, you can definitely respect him for doing that.
Right on.
Right.
Always on the side of the kids.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Right on. Thanks
But
so much.
thank you. It was,
Thank you so
It was a
much.
pleasure to know Russell, and I don't know if I'll know very many other people quite like him.
True that.
So thank
Me
you.
too.
Right on. Right on. Hey, see if Drew's around. See if he wants to come through and say something. The guy that interacted with Russell a lot. It's so funny. There were so many. Oh, I think I heard. I heard that voice going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, lighting guy extraordinaire. Let's hear it for Drew.
Hey,
In addition to many, many, many skills and talents. So how are you doing, Drew?
Oh, everything's fine. I just wanted to say a couple quick words about Russell.
Right on.
Russell is one of my favorite producers. He absolutely believed 100% in what he was doing. He cared immensely about his show, and we talked. In fact, that's what I always really talked about with Russell was the show and his ambitions for essentially a larger platform. I think. Over the past couple of years, he was having talks with CNN, if I remember correctly, which he was very excited about. And he never, he was always very, ever since I've known Russell, which roughly about 5 years, he was sick for as long as I've known him. But that's never what he talked about. That really wasn't a big part of it. Was always about, what he was interested in. Which was, the well-being of young people, and that's what he stayed focused on. And just a really incredible, strong, courageous individual. And I'm gonna miss him. And we lost a remarkable person. So I guess that's me on Russell.
Thank
Right,
you
thank you,
for
thank
knowing
you.
him. Thank
Right
you
on.
very much. I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
appreciate that you two got the essence of the heart of my husband. Really very touching.
Pleasure was all mine, believe me.
Right. And thanks for the beautiful lighting. I tell you, this thing is beautiful, as always, as always. You know how you roll. Thank you.
So many people that got him. I mean, it's just so sad that his estranged adult children haven't really gotten him. But Phil, there's really a motto.
Okay.
It's a motto and moral in all of it, and that is when one person changes in any kind of a relationship, the other is forced to change. And sometimes the other resents the health and the growth. And his children really didn't know how to deal with it for their lack of awareness, and that's really very, very sad. So I'm going to pray in my travels, not only for my beloved husband, where he is in a more restful place.
Definitely.
But I'm also going to pray, even though as an analyst I'm not supposed to believe in prayer and meditation, but there's a part of me that does. I'm going to pray for the well-being of my stepchildren and their children. I wish only good health for them, and hope they come to terms with some of their own lives. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on. I'm going to put one foot, there's a line in Sleepless from Seattle. I'm going to put one foot in front of the other foot. I'm going to cry. I don't know what my mood is going to be, sometimes from hour to hour, from day to day. But I miss Russell dearly. There'll never be another Russell.
Definitely not.
And he was my best friend and will stay in my heart. I know that in proportion to my grief is my big love for him. And with that, I think I'll be able to go on with people like you and my mentor and a couple of other close people.
And people can email you, right?
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
the montage.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, you can put the little theme music up there too. You know, we have the theme music, so bring it on out one more time. Grateful for this
It's been a
whole
wonderful show.
Yes, definitely. And I definitely want to thank all the viewers of the Respect Show, anybody that's ever called in, whether the call was wacky or the call was good. Who else you want to thank? All the people that are behind the show, all the people that were out there right now. Thank you so much for helping. For the music, for Toby, for Fiona. Yep. For Vince and all the guests that called in, Rich, and for Drew, and last but most importantly for Phil for making this happen. Right. Thank you so much. And all the other people, anybody else that's worked on the shows. Thank you guys for working on the show, and also give a shout out to Lester, wherever you are, man. We miss you. Represent. Anybody else? Friends and family of Respect thanks you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.